Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here. I'm bringing you guys the next part of my zombie misadventures here, and I have basically I have Jug and I have Quick Revive now, and I got to the point in the last game. I didn't really commentate about the gameplay much, but yesterday I posted the other part, and I basically got to the point where I had enough points to run around, open some doors, and get the Quick Revive, and then I'll be working on the rest of my perks as the rounds go on, but picking up at round 8. And appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching this series. And looks like it's a dog round. And dogs, gosh darn dogs, man, these guys are brutal. These things like are so killer that like the farther you go on, they definitely are the death of you unless you have like some decent guns. And the ray gun is absolutely essential. It seems like after, especially like round 20. It seems like 20 is the magic number for me. I know for bigger commentators and guys that are like super beasts at zombies, like the magic round is like 40 or 80, or and like for this map for like the big dudes that, I mean, round 600 or like 800 or whatever the hell they get. I don't know how they do it. First of all, I don't know how they have the time to do it, but it is very impressive. I'm not making fun of those guys. It's freaking crazy. Like BO2 Slayer and Rad Austin as well. Those guys are both rad, man. I like both of those zombie players, and obviously Syndicate as well. But yeah, man, it's fun to chat with those guys. BO2 Slayer like hits me up on, or I'll hit him up on Twitter from time to time, and he'll reply back, which is cool. It's nice to be able to have some sort of a closer connection to the bigger YouTubers that are out there, and to have them like just reply back to me and stuff. It's just kind of like I'm assuming to some extent like how it would feel like if I reply back to you guys on like Twitter or something like that. It's nice to be recognized for once. And sometimes, you know, I apologize because, you know, sometimes people leave comments and they expect to have feedback, and I might not like leave a comment back or something like that. And it's just hard. It's hard to get back to everything and every single one. And now with having 3 channels, like it makes it definitely a lot more difficult. But I see all the comments and stuff, and all I can say is that depending on the comments you leave, sometimes it will like compel me to like log onto my computer when I see a comment on my phone. 'Cause that's really how I see most of my comments. I check my phone, I get a new comment, I go through them and delete them on my phone. And because of my stupid phone being the iPhone that it is, I can't just click the video and the comment or whatever and go to the video and just reply back instantly. And of course not. The iPhone that would be way too easy for iPhone to be able to do, right? So unfortunately, then I have to like log onto my computer, go back and try to find the video, find the comment that was left, and then reply back. And I try to do that on occasion now, but it's few and far between. So what I always recommend is if you guys have like Twitter, just definitely hit me up on Twitter. It's at DJHESSSS. It's 4 S's, and basically like I try to reply back to you guys more on Twitter. And for you, those of you guys that are watching the video, leave a comment and vouch for me. Let me know, like, we'll let other people know, like, yeah, Hess replied back to me like on Twitter or whatever. I've left him comments and he replied back on Twitter, like more often or whatever it might be, you know. But yeah, I think it's cool. It's kind of more flattering. Like, I mean, I think that's one of those things for myself as a commentator, as somebody that's trying to like come up a little bit in the commentating world, which is difficult as hell right now. So much competition. You notice how as those guys are blowing up, you shoot them and you get 10 points still for when you shoot them, even though they're about to blow up. So I don't know, just throwing that kind of tidbit out. But yeah, man, it's cool to be able to get some sort of recognition, and like people like Syndicate following me on Twitter is awesome. Like T Martin, I actually said this the other day or the other video probably, but T Martin actually started following me on Twitter, which is awesome. And I know XJaws follows me on Twitter as well. So like having like big people, I mean Syndicate, T Mart, and I think Gold Glove maybe, I don't know if he still does. And I don't know, and having the bigger guys like that just follow you on Twitter is like crazy. It's cool, you know. I mean, I'm not asking them to go check out my channels and thumbs up my videos or anything like that. And sometimes people ask me to do that, and I did for a little while, but it just got a little too overwhelming because I would get hit up like all the time for that. And then it really, what ends up happening whenever I thumbs up your guys' videos, what would end up happening is literally it would just take from the views that I would get, because people would go to my channel, they would look at my feed or whatever, and they would see that I thumbs up a video, and then they click the video, they don't see that the video's by, and then they'll go check out that video, and then you know, return whatever that person would get the view. and I wouldn't, because my video was posted, 3 hours before, and then they saw the comment I left like an hour ago or something. So I don't know, stuff like that. Like, I don't mind doing. I wish I could help more people out like that, but it was just it got to the point where it was a little bit more difficult. If my channel grows to a larger extent, I'll just choose like days or whatever, where I'll send out tweets and I'll say, hey guys, tweet me. And I've done this in the past as well, actually. I say, tweet me videos or any of your videos or your favorite commentators. I need some videos to watch while I'm eating lunch or something like that, and then people will tweet me and I'll thumbs up those videos. But yeah, anyway, so these bigger dudes, they don't usually watch my videos or anything. It'd be cool to be able to network to the point to get them to help me out and maybe do that sort of stuff. But I think the thing that most commentators or most people don't really realize is to do a series with like somebody like Syndicate and to have him help me grow. Like, I mean, if I did, like, he's done this a couple of times for other commentators that are zombies commentators. Like, he did the one with Yoda Slayer, and then he did Mr. Waffles, and I don't know who he's going to do next, but he does a dual-com, like, sort of challenge, and it's like a 5, or 4, 5, 6-part challenge, and these dudes get to go and be basically on his channel, and these guys, Syndicate is, like, giving back like crazy, because he doesn't have to do these things, and he's doing it anyway, and when he does this, I've seen Waffles' channel grow 5,000 subs in the matter of 3 or 4 days. And I haven't watched it any closer. I know he was at 13,000 at one point, and then he grew to over 18,000, and Lord knows what he's at as of the time you guys actually watch this video. But it just goes to show you, it's like, I mean, Syndicate doesn't have to do this, and he knows the value of what he's doing. By giving some of his viewers an opportunity to go check out this other guy's channel, and if they like it, they subscribe. If they subscribe, they watch his videos. If they watch his videos, he makes more money, and significantly more money. And I think that it's Syndicate, again, is a stand-up dude for doing this, because of the amount of money that he's helping this other person make. He didn't have to do it. He's just doing it to give back. And I think that at some point, commentators are like, what are you going to do for me? And if there's no value add for me to do a dual com with you, like, this is I'm not saying this like as me speaking, I'm saying in general, for what people think, is like, if there's no value add for me to do a dual com with you, then why should I do it? Why should I help you out and make you more money? And I think that's just, I mean, in general, it's the wrong attitude to have. And it's kind of just sad, because back in the day, like, commentators would have done that if money wasn't involved. But you're looking at like potentially thousands of dollars a month, where these guys can be making, these larger channels and stuff nowadays. Lord knows what they're making. But I mean, the really large channels like Syndicate, I mean, I bet you Syndicate could buy a brand new car every month. Like, he makes that much money. Like, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's cool to see. Like, when I met Syndicate in PAX Prime, he was super humble. Like, I know he acted, when I met him, he like acted like he knew where I was, but I know the feeling, and I know the look from his face, because that's the same exact look that I gave everybody when people would come up and say what's up to me, because I was the DJ in the town or whatever it might have been, and I DJ'd for thousands of people, and then not at a time, but through the handful of years, definitely thousands of people, and people would be like, oh, my friend so and so, and I'd be like, oh yeah, so and so, but I'm like literally like, I have no idea who the hell they're talking about. I don't even know who you are. And half the time it would be a hot chick, and I'd be like, I have no idea who you are, let alone who your friend is that you said that I knew as the reason why. Like, oh, look at that, I got the Wonder Waft, sweet. But because of that, I was like, damn, I could totally understand. Like, when Syndicate looked at me, like, I was like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you recognize the name DJ Hess, whatever, but you followed me on Twitter, and blah blah blah. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, and then he's like, oh, it's just been crazy. I just been meeting so many people and stuff, and so at that point I was like, oh, he doesn't know who I am. It's all right. Like, and I had zero offense was taken, because this dude meets so many people. He's like, he faces what I had to face, but like on a scale like way larger, like 1 million people instead of 1,000. It's just crazy to even think about. So no offense was taken when he didn't recognize me. I did tweet him. I took a picture of him, and I remember he turned around. If I would have had somebody else to come with me to PAX, I would have done more pictures and stuff. Unfortunately, it was because I went up by myself that I couldn't take more pictures. So I went over that before, but but basically, if I would have taken a picture with him and then tweeted him that picture, then he would have recognized me, and I think it would have been that much more reassurance, and then kind of molded, you know, myself, and you know, help him recognize who I was, and that could have helped me out a lot more. But my point being, I took a picture of him and I actually tweeted it and said, you know, Syndicate, blah blah blah, something about making a funny face, and he retweeted it. Like when I tweeted it to him, he retweeted it to all of his followers, and I had a whole bunch of people retweet it. Not too many new followers, which is totally okay, but it was cool, man. It was cool that at that point I was like, okay, cool. So I wonder if he actually remembered who I was, or if he just, I don't know, didn't have a clue. But it was cool either way, man. And I don't mean to fanboy out or nothing like that. I think that's the worst thing you can do when you're meeting somebody that you kind of admire. You don't want to fanboy out. But I felt kind of like, oh, this is odd. I feel like kind of a fanboy, even just chatting with the dude. And I'm like way older than him. So I don't know. It was entertaining. It was kind of funny. But I don't know. This whole commentary is just a bit of commentary about how I met Syndicate now. How funny has this turned out? Right here, I thought I was going to die, man. I pulled a juke left and then went right. I think I'll stick to the commentary of the video, the next gameplay, or a little bit more. And then, I don't know, we'll see where it takes us from there. But round 12 right now, and I'm trying to rush all the way back around. Luckily, this little rape circle or train circle or whatever you want to call it, it's just big enough that you can train them up and then go back to wherever the drop was when you shot back through the hallway down here, and then pick up any drops that you might have had from the beginning part of where you started, like the shooting or whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. I'm all flustered. But yeah, man, I love this gun. This gun is great when you're like in the open water area and you can just shoot back. And for this map, this gun is perfect. Like I've said this before, but man, this gun is just crap on Call of the Dead. Like anytime I get this gun after I kill Romero now, and that was part of the one Easter egg that I did that went really viral, was how to get the Wunderwaffe when you kill Romero every single time. Which somehow, some way, I don't know. Like I actually had just a video titled that, like how to get the Wunderwaffe when you kill Romero, like every time or something like to that effect. And that video got flagged somehow. I have no idea how it got flagged, but it got removed. That video had over 100,000 views on YouTube, and it would have been 1 million, probably close to 1 million view video, because the other one that was that didn't have as many views as that one has just about 1 million views now. So it was so frustrating that one got flagged. And by the time I got onto Machinima, it was just too late, and they couldn't really do anything about it. But anyway, so yeah, my point being, the Wunderwaffe on that map was just horrible, because every time I even kill Romero, and then by the time he comes back, if I still have bullets, which every time I do, I have bullets left in the Wunderwaffe, I just have to shoot him in the air, because anytime they collateral damage with Romero, he gets pissed off, and then it just ruins the whole entire round. I've died so many times with that. So, but this map is great with the Wunderwaffe. I think it's a perfect map for it. And I think there was another map that you get it in as well, one of the older ones. It'd be cool if in some of these older ones they mixed up the wonder weapons. So like this one would have been, I mean, it would be cool if you get a thunder gun or something like that as well. Or, I mean, what if you had the option of playing the maps and getting different wonder weapons? Like, that was another suggestion. Like, just instead of just a regular mystery box, dude, maybe I'll touch base on this one on the next commentary to start off. But instead of a mystery box, have it be a wonder weapon mystery box that costs like way more. I think I've actually I mentioned that in another commentary before. But anyway, I think this video is coming to an end, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap it up. I don't know how you guys are gonna be able to keep up with this series. Me rambling for 15 minutes and you guys listening every single day for 30 days. I feel like this is a very intimate gathering of people. No, I think it's cool, man, and I'm glad for you guys that actually like watching the zombies, like hearing me ramble. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and checking out the videos. And again, I'm not the best zombie player, you know what I mean? I'm just a dude that likes to play zombies. And I think that there's probably a lot of people out there that can appreciate that, at least. But yeah. So this is the end of this episode coming up here, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into the next day tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep it rolling for 30 days straight, and yeah, I'm having fun with this. Hopefully, you guys are having fun with it as well. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you guys like the video. Show some appreciation if you guys do like it. It is kind of a lot of dedication for myself to be able to do this, along with a Dishonored walkthrough, along with my regular weekly videos as well. So I'm just trying to keep it fresh. And if you guys like Let's Plays at all, I'm doing Dishonored on the main channel, but I'm also going to be doing a Let's Plays on my other channel. So if you want to check out my Let's Play channel, be sure to go to my homepage and find it on the right hand side, and you guys can sub to that as well. But have a good one. Check back, and I'll have the next part of this tomorrow, and we'll see what happens from here. Thanks, guys.
Oh, monkey bomb.